Here they come. And there they go. And it's a nice even beginning for the 11 starters, but off stride there went First Class Mass from the 11 hole, second tier there. The Green Gazoo now fires out sharply from the 10 hole. Another great Mass is a second away. Then there's DA Mastermind trotting away in third. Tavern on the green gets away in fourth. In fifth, that's a Strobe Light. They're all stacked up into that first turn. On the inside, another great Mass has the point early. It's the Green Gazoo by that opening quarter, 27-2. DA Mastermind is trotting in the third. Tavern on the green sets up fourth. Strobe Light trots fifth. In sixth, that's Syndica, followed by Crunch in the Odds and Wolverine Legend, followed by Touched by an Angel. And in the black, the trailer is First Class Mass after the miscue. It's another great Mass, and Trevor Henry, they lead the way as they approach the halfway point, but here comes Strobe Light striding well at the half and picking up positions, now sitting in second at 58 1/2, and another great Mass still shows the way. Strobe Light getting the park job. The Green Gazoo locked in the pocket there in third. Second over cover there for Crunch in the Odds. DA Mastermind is locked in fifth. Outer flow action there for Touched by an Angel. Tavern on the green locked in there in sixth. Racing in seventh on the outside. That's in the black, now tips out to three wide, as does Touched by an Angel. They're four across as they go by the three quarters in 1:28 1. Another great Mass going to get company. Here comes Touched by an Angel, surging well out on that four wide charge. Strobe Light from between. Another great Mass still has the hammer. It's a Touched by an Angel striding on the outside. DA Mastermind and Touched by an Angel. Touched by an Angel, another great Mass still digs in. Touched by an Angel, another great Mass digs in and strikes gold. 156-2 for another great Mass and driver Trevor Henry. Surging well out on that four wide charge. Strobe Light from between. Another great Mass still has the hammer. It's a Touched by an Angel striding on the outside. DA Mastermind and Touched by an Angel. Touched by an Angel, another great Mass still digs in. Touched by an Angel, another great Mass digs in and strikes gold. 156-2 for another great Mass and driver Trevor Henry. In credibility, owned and bred by Wade Peconi. Ed Peconi Jr. trains. Trevor Henry captaining the win. Another great Mass hitting a new lifetime mark of 156-2. OSS Gold going to another great Mass.
Another great Mass captures this OSS Gold for 2-year-old Trot and Colts. I'm here with the winning driver, Trevor Henry, winning trainer, Ed Peconi Jr. We're going to start off with you first, Trevor. The last time you raced against a horse like In the Black, you were second to him, but in this start, you did have a post position advantage. When you looked at how this race could potentially line up, were you just confident that you could probably stack up this field and try and get a good spot off the gate really early?
Well, my plan was to get a spot early. I didn't know whether I'd land on front or where I'd land, but I wanted to be up close anyways. He's a handy horse. You can do whatever you want with him. And just worked out. We got easy fractions, and he out-trotted them for home.
Yeah, just to follow up on that, it was a pretty soft middle half there, and it looked like maybe they were going to come to him. You could see Dougie with his charge, coming aggressively. Were you worried that maybe you had to kind of start him up again and get his attention, or did he feel all business when you asked?
Yeah, like late in the stretch there, he gets relaxed, and I had him pretty much to sleep, but he's a nice colt. Like I say, you can do whatever you want with him, and he's a pleasure to drive.
Obviously just 3-4 starts in his young career though, but have you noticed any differences in him each and every time you've sat behind him, or has it been pretty status quo in regards to how he goes out there?
No, he's pretty much been the same way all along since I baby raced him. He's very relaxed, and you go to the gate, he's not bully. He's really well mannered. Ed done a great job with him.
Congrats, Trevor.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to bring in winning trainer Ed Peconi Jr. First and foremost, Ed, congratulations. And just kind of want to talk about some parallels, though, because full brother to Loved by the Mass is one that you broke and trained early on in his career. You see any parallels with this trotter here?
At this stage of the game, I think he might be a tick better, but it's a long ways yet. The other colt, or Loved by the Mass, was a pretty nice horse.
Obviously, through his young career, he seems to be pretty handy. He seems to want to do his job, and he puts himself in a good spot, which is very valuable for young trotters. Was that always the case in the breaking process as well, even getting him to the races?
He's always been a nice colt, and I never did rush him. I schooled him a couple times, and it felt like he was going to be a little bit hot, so I just backed off with him and brought him down here.
And what made you feel like Trevor Henry, obviously was very good with trotters, what made you feel like he would be a good fit for this young trotting colt?
Well, he is a trotting man, right? So I think I wanted somebody that's going to drive him all the time for me. So I can't say that somebody wouldn't take him, but I mean, if the colt's good enough, he's going to stick with him, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that given his performances early on, that definitely will be the case. Congratulations, Ed. A nice performance by your colt.
Thank you very much.
All right, there's another great mass. Trevor Henry, Ed Peconi Jr. getting it done in this OSS Gold.